Imagine sitting at your desk, working on a task, and being surrounded by the usual familiar hum of office activity. And on the surface, everything seems fine. But beneath this facade of professionalism, things are not fine. You're experiencing this overwhelm, this stress, that things are not running in the way that you want. Tasks are not being completed in the pace that you want them to be. And you're feeling hopeless whether you will ever finish this huge to-do list. Hi, I'm Vassia and I'm here today in order to discuss about the subtle signs of stress. Things that are not so clear to us that this is stress that we're experiencing. And many times they go unnoticed, not only in us, but also in the people around us. Your partner, your friends, your colleagues, they don't know that this is stress that they're experiencing, but you notice some differences in their behavior or in their daily routines. So, today we are going to nail the subtle signs of stress. Grab a cup of tea or coffee, and by the end of this video today, you're going to be able to recognize whether somebody's struggling with stress, but also I have the solution how to manage work stress in a better, efficient, and healthier way. First of all, let's talk about emotional signs. You probably notice sometimes that you're experiencing low mood. Your emotional capacity is not the one that you used to have before. You're not available, emotionally available, not only for demanding and uncomfortable and negative emotions, but not even for happy ones. Even when somebody is experiencing a celebrating moment in their life, you don't have the energy to celebrate. Phew, that seems a lot. So you notice that you're experiencing this low mood, maybe feelings of sadness or disinterest in activities, or maybe hopelessness. As we said before, is it ever going to finish? Is this overwhelm ever going to end? And also, we might experience more irritability and frustration, not only in big things, not only when, for example, a project blows up and you have to start over, but also in small trivial things, like if somebody interrupts you during a meeting, or when they come to your office and they just ask one simple question. You roll your eyes and you're not able to accommodate these things, these changes. So you see that we are less able or less capable for things that used to be fine, used to be easy and comfortable in the past. We also notice more worry. We worry about small things. Our mind is overthinking, ruminating, overanalyzing all the time, looking for dangers, looking for potential solutions, trying to be prepared for everything. You see, even when I'm saying that, I'm experiencing the worry, and probably you as well. That's a lot. That's exactly the stressful mind, what goes in when we are stressed. And of course, the increased emotional sensitivity. Maybe we notice that we are reacting more strongly to criticism. We take it more personal, or we don't have the space that with the acceptance and the openness that we used to have for criticism. And it's not because we are sensitive to criticism and we don't want people to provide feedback to us, not at all. But again, as we said before, because the moment that we hear the feedback, our mind thinks, oh no, that's another extra hour now, which I don't have this hour to spare. I don't have this extra hour for the corrections, for the feedback. How is this going to fit in my schedule? So it's not so much that we're becoming sensitive to criticism, but more of the calculation that where is this going to fit in an already overwhelming schedule? Another category of signs is the behavioral signs. We notice that our habits are changing. We start our day later. Maybe we procrastinate more. Maybe we notice a decline in our productivity or in our quality of our work. And that's not us. That's not who we used to be. We used to, eat the frog in the morning and, be very efficient, and everything would run in a very smooth way. But now not. We're lost. And also we notice that we need more time off. time off for rest, increased absenteeism. We take more sick days because we cannot handle it. We need this break. Another thing that we also notice is changing in our sleeping habits and eating habits. Sleeping habits, we mean that maybe it takes you more time to fall asleep, or you fall asleep, but then you wake up in the middle of the night and you're not counting sleep, but you're counting all the tasks and activities that you have to do the day after, and how you're gonna manage, and what's first and what's second, and what you're gonna ask for this, and how you're gonna handle that. And then you keep ruminating again and again and again, and then it takes you more time to fall asleep. Or maybe you notice that you sleep even more than before and still you feel tired. Eating habits as well. Maybe you notice that you eat more or you don't have the appetite to eat at all. So you notice that this loss in your appetite, or you notice that you tend to binge eat even more, because that's the way that you have found that you can cope, at least short term, with your stress. We're going to go to more signs, cognitive signs, physical signs, and also social signs. But before I go into that, let me tell you something important. I am running a 3-day online challenge, how to manage your work stress. So we are going to explore specific, practical strategies on how to identify and manage your stress triggers effectively. We're going to understand work stress, we're going to identify stress triggers, and we're going to learn how we can bring more calmness and relaxation, because sometimes we cannot avoid stress. It's happening, deadlines are happening, meetings are happening. But how can we feel more at ease in the middle of this chaos? We're going to talk about time management and prioritizing skills. We're going to talk about work-life balance. We're going to talk about managing our self-talk and how we can turn it from negative to positive. We're going to also involve social network in our solutions. And we're going to see how we can set personalized goals so that they can make our daily routines more organized, structured, and more stress resilient days. That's what we want to do. Not stress free. That's not possible. Let's be realistic. But we want to be more stress resilient. You can find the link on the comments or also on the ticker, which is passing now. How to manage work stress. It's a 3-day online challenge. We're going to do together for 3 days, 1 hour per day. And of course, you can have access to the recording. You will find the details in the link that I share with you here. Let's go back into the signs of work stress. Cognitive signs. As we said before, difficulty concentrating. You used to focus very easily, or when you were interrupted, you used to go back to your focus very easily. But now it takes you more time. It takes you not only more time, but also you notice that you're making more mistakes. And that also fuels the irritability and the frustration we said before. You're making more mistakes, you're getting frustrated. Why is this happening? Why my brain is not working the same way it was working before? And that, of course, is the impact of stress. You also notice memory problems. You don't remember not only work things, but you don't remember other things as well. You're leaving your one room to go to another because you want to go to the kitchen and grab something to eat. But then you stop in the middle and you're like, what did I want to do? I don't remember. Even small things we don't remember. You also notice a lot of negative thinking, pessimism, hopelessness, thinking of the worst case scenario. Even when somebody shares something happy or something positive, you're going to find the one tiny negative thing. So they're going to be like, oh my God, we have a new client. Congratulations, our work, hard work is paying off. You are there with the yes, but that means more this. Oh, and then you're not able to enjoy not even a happy and positive moment. And of course, you're not able to catch this negative overthinking and stop it. Racing thoughts, constant anxious thought that overwhelm you, and it makes it difficult to stop it or to help you concentrate. Physical signs, I'm sure this will happen sooner or later, or if it hasn't happened already. You notice more headaches or migraines. You notice stomach problems, digestive issues. You also notice muscle tensions or back problems. But also, you notice a weakened immune system. You get sick more often, and you wonder, like, well, wait a minute, this is the third time in the last, 2 months that I'm getting sick. You are getting frequent colds, infections, or illnesses just because your immune system is compromised because of stress. Or you will notice heart palpitations and you're worrying even more. That adds to the stress. Shall I go to the doctor? Is it something serious? But then that, again, that's psychosomatic symptoms, all these things. You go to the doctor and then they don't find anything. And that's clear. It's clear that it's just stress causing all this. And last but not least, social signs. You notice that, again, you don't have the energy to socialize. Even when you are with your friends, you don't even listen to what they're saying. Your mind is going again through the list of things that you need to do, or problems at work, or how you're going to overcome challenges. And again, you're not able to connect the same way the way you want to connect with your beloved people, with your important people. You also notice that you have decreased empathy when your partner, when your kids, when friends or family members, they share something that troubles them or they're struggling with. You don't have the capacity to listen to that. You don't know what to do. You don't even want to bother in giving them some advice, and you just want to wrap it up and just go home or change the conversation. And that's not because you are not a kind person. You are. You notice that the compassion tank is empty. You don't have any compassion. You don't have any emotional energy for them anymore. And that also worries you. What's happening with me? How many of these did you notice? How many of these symptoms and signs have you noticed in yourself? Remember, physical, emotional, cognitive, behavioral, social signs. There are so many clues that sometimes we don't even connect the dots. We don't even realize that this is stress talking to us and asking us to do something about it. Do something about it. And why is it important that we do something about it? Because stress can very easily become chronic stress. Chronic stress can very easily become anxiety or depression or loneliness, or it can lead to a divorce. It can lead to losing your job. It can lead to just emptiness and not finding meaning in our life. It can lead to burnout. So the sooner we understand the symptoms, the better, so that we can recover, we can learn the strategy, so that we can stop this racing stress train that is running through our lives. Let me know your experience. Let me know the signs that you've noticed. If you have any other question, you know where to find me. Until then, take really good care of yourself.